Hi everyone, I'm Ni Dang and I'm your current VSA-LSU External Vice President. And today I will be talking to you a little bit more about our CPP. What is CPP, you ask? So CPP stands for our Collective Philanthropy Project and is an annual fundraising event in which VSAs from all over North America fundraise during their respective school year for a specific nonprofit organization. CPP was created in 2005 to help form an initiative for students and community organizations to collaborate on working towards a charitable cause. Every year at UNASFA's Leadership Conference, a new CPP beneficiary is selected from a pool of 3 final candidates. The beneficiary is selected at the conference and becomes this year's CPP campaign for the upcoming school year. Since 2006, UNASFA members have raised over $500,000 in CPP funds to support different nonprofit organizations. Below are the list of the past CPP beneficiaries. So this year's CPP is going to be Messengers of Love. Some of the things that Messengers of Love does is that they are a nonprofit organization that are founded in 2004 with a mission to provide physical, mental, emotional, and educational support to the orphanage and underprivileged children of Vietnam through many different programs and services. Some of the goals are to provide education to the children of Vietnam, build houses for the poor, and provide a water filtering system to the community, and remodel orphanage and establish an adoption program. One of their main projects is to recruit individuals from the United States who are fluent in English language and have a desire to contribute to the education of the children. So some of the subjects that they focus on are English skills, workforce skills, and ethic and character building, and etc. So what has VSA-LSU done to contribute to the fundraising efforts? Some of the things that we've done is that we've held numerous gift card raffles and tournaments throughout the years. We also have our annual CPP t-shirt sales, and we also participate in UVSA GC's 25th date auction, and with the help of Madonna, Mia, and Duke, we were able to raise more than $5,000, so shout out to them. As of today, VSA-LSU has raised, and can I get a drum roll, please? We have raised $6,610.06 for Messengers of Love this year. As EVP this year, one of my biggest goals was to raise a lot of money for this charity and to be able to help out the underprivileged children of Vietnam. So big thank you to all the general members who've donated. Big thank you to my auctionees during date auction, and also a big thank you to my executive board for everything. So thank you guys again for listening in on this presentation. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, yo, big bro, you with that? Ha, okay, cool. Good job, that's my brother right there. You did. Dexter. Oh, wait. Pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vests on my shoes. I'll pop up, put it out loose. Wait, speed it up. Look at the diamonds, they eat it up. Got me two, stop, eat it up. They thinking I'm wife and deleting them. Oh, wait. Pints in, call up rocket. My brother put like a socket. Kicking this door, yeah, I got him. Open the safe, you can't lock it. Sipping that walk, yeah, go to the top. Bustin' your bitch like a Glock. She like to suck on my. I get the money, don't stop. Dexter. Good job, first.
Now we in a zone. Stand too close, might catch a cold. You can win a game and a call. Yeah. Dripping waterfall, splash. Baby, it's like diamonds. I don't need no light to shine. I stop on my wrist, now I can barely see the time. I just made $1 million and I'm still not satisfied. Cause I need the bag on the regular. I spend the bag and make my life. My bank account go. We make the world go.
이토록 확신에 찬 눈빛 너도 알아. 전부 감당할 수 있어 우린 내 꿈은 현실
Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting our performances. Please keep watching and fighting. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Dee Dang, and I'm your 2020 to 2021 External Vice President.
Hi, I'm Mia Howe, and I'm your 2020-2021 Freshman Representative. And today we will be announcing the General Member Superlatives and the E-Board Awards.
So the first award is going to be the life of the party. The honor of this superlative goes out to someone who always knows how to brighten a room whenever they enter. This person always makes the VSA events always great with their goofy personality and their cheerfulness. This award goes to the one and only Patrick Cow! Yay! Alright, so the next award goes to the Damn Guy, the Damn Guy Award. So this award goes to the individual who radiates positivity, beauty, and confidence. This person captures the attention of everyone when they walk into the room. The winner of this award is Selena Tran and
Isaiah Soriano!
Congrats, guys!
This next award goes to the couple that everyone ships. And the cutest couple award goes to Madonna Trin and Peter Stewart. Yay! This next award goes to the individual that shines on the field and shows swifty moves and determination. The most athletic award goes to
First win! Yay!
This next award goes to the two guys who exhibit the best bro energy.
This duo is known to its high level of friendliness and is known by everyone as the Bros.
The best bromance award goes to Caillou the Shark and Eddie On!
Yay! Alright, so this next award goes out to two besties who have shown a strong friendship with each other.
Throughout the year, this iconic duo has shown an inseparable bond.
So this award goes to Trúc Quang and Madeline Nguyen.
Yay! This next award goes to the member known for their energetic TikToks with the whoa!
And hit him with the congratulations to Sarah McCalla. So this next award goes to the individual who puts in the most work for a twerk.
Most likely to throw it back goes to Andrew Tran!
Up next are going to be our Executive Board Awards.
Yay! So our first award is the Humanitarian Award. This award goes to the individual who has helped out the Executive Board the most. Their work will not go unnoticed. And this award goes to Bina Pham!
Yay! For this next award, this member has actively shown their pride in VSA through their efforts and talents in Date Auction 2025. And I am proud to announce that this award goes to Alexis Strong! Yay!
This next award goes to the member with the most points in the fall semester by actively attending events. This award goes to Caillou the Shark.
Alright, so this next award goes to the member who has earned the most points in the spring semester by actively going to events. This award goes to Defu.
This is the end of all our general member superlatives and our e-board awards.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello everyone, my name is Tuan Hao. I'm the LSU alumni, and currently my daughter, my niece, and my nephews are enrolling at LSU as well. I have been asked by the Vietnamese Student Association at LSU to be a keynote speaker for this year. Despite under COVID restrictions for this whole school year, the Vietnamese Student Association has been very active. They have held functions that have helped and benefit the community as a whole, for which I'm very proud. As I become an expert in Generation Zoomer, reading through Wikipedia pages, I have learned that Generation Zoomer are well-behaved, but stressed, abstemious, and risk-averse people who like K-pop, Harry Potter, Doctor Who, and of course, My Little Pony. Despite knowing this, it was difficult for me to pick out a specific topic to speak to you about. So I decided to speak about what I know best, which is my childhood and my journey to America. I was born a few years before the Vietnam War ended. As the war ended, the economic condition in Vietnam was horrible. We pretty much lack of everything: gas, electricity, food, material, whatever you name, we don't have it. So as you can see, I was optimistic as you, of course, was not by choice. At that time, everybody have different worry, but for me, there's a few fear and worry that I remember. One example that I remember is once in a while, we would have electricity. Could be once a week, could be once every 2 weeks or every month. And once in a while, we also have a TV program. It's not an everyday things at all. And my worry is that on that day where we have electricity and TV program at the same time, the only neighbor that had a TV would be mad at one of the kids and would close the door and window and would not let us watch the TV at all. Of course, we also worry about our next meal because sometimes we try to perfect a recipe for certain things, and one of the recipes we tried to perfect was fermented banana tree type of food. Certain amount of rainwater, certain amount of salt, certain amount of thickness of the slice can definitely change the taste of the banana tree. Sometime we would go hunt bee hive to get larvae, and I would have to worry about how to avoid the painful sting of the bee. So when we able to get the hive, we would enjoy these larvae in the hive. Sometimes we eat them raw, sometimes we cook them with some citrus leaf. After finished 9th grade in Vietnam, I have to move to America with my family. At that time, leaving Vietnam means saying goodbye forever. You didn't expect to be able to call back to Vietnam or visit Vietnam back. Came to America in early July. A few weeks later, I have to get on the school bus to go to school where I really don't understand what anything that teachers or people say. Some culture shock definitely is a big memory for me as well. As I was a well-behaved child, one time I remember a classmate of mine was able to stand up without permission, walk into the teacher, and sit on the teacher desk while discussing something with the teacher. That was a total shock for me. Having two teachers as a parent and learning concrete things in medical school, taking risks is not one of my forte. I am risk averse, like Generation Zoomer that I read about. But after 20 years working for somebody, being somebody employee, a group of friends and I have come together and have established a medical clinic from scratch. We drove around looking for locations. We negotiated with bank, buying the building, signing a loan. We demoed the place. We worked with the architect and builder to build the clinic. We worked with a medical supplier to stock the clinic and open the clinic. We learned a lot during this process. Now that the clinic is open and running, the only thing that we all agree on as part of this process is whatever we learn during this process is the most invaluable things. Vietnamese Student Association have been there, believe it or not, almost 30 years ago when I was at LSU, and now still active for my children, my niece and nephew. I'm very proud to be invited as a keynote speaker and wish all of you the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed our keynote speaker for this year. So if you don't already know me by now, my name is Victoria Duan and I'm the VSA-LSU 2020-2021 president. I'm from a small town 20 minutes outside of Lafayette called Abbeville. I have two younger brothers, making me the oldest child in the family. I'm a rather quiet person, but if you were to ask my closest friends, they would say that I'm a very sociable adventure seeker who loves to enjoy time outside, and I would say that I prefer a night out over a night in. I graduated high school in 2018 and made my way into LSU majoring in accounting. My fall semester of freshman year was filled with time spent alongside my high school friends. I joined VSA with a push from one of my cousins, but I wasn't really an active member. I went to a few events and intramural games, but felt way too shy to truly make friends in the organization. It wasn't until hiking trip of that year where I made my first memories in VSA. I became friends with Patrick Howe and Anthony Fan. They really helped me step into the VSA world. Because of how many fun and genuine people I met, I decided to take the opportunity to apply to be an intern for the spring 2019 school semester when the chance came up. It was great to have my good friend Celine Pham be an intern with me because I got to experience some of the best moments I've had in VSA with her and several other friends. My confidence grew and I knew that I wanted to be a part of something bigger within VSA. So I did something I thought I'd never do in such a short amount of time. I applied to be the treasurer for the next school term. It was scary, not gonna lie. I remember typing out my speech for spring roll night, which was when we got to vote for the new e-board. But seeing the faces of the new friends I made, I felt that confidence come back to me. It was reassuring to know that I had supporters in this organization and people who truly cared about me. VEGA Night rolled around and I nervously waited for the new e-board reveal. Being the treasurer for the 2019-2020 school year was something new. I had so much fun growing closer to my e-board members, making memories that will forever be instilled in my mind. I learned more about my skills and strengths through this opportunity. I really saw myself grow so much in such a short amount of time. But then COVID-19 broke out in the States, and we had to postpone nearly half of our spring events until further notice, which then led to an absolute cancellation of everything, cutting down our time on e-board really short. It was a surreal feeling not being able to go to events and see members, but we continued with what we could do, which was to plan VEGA Night 2020. VSA-LSU's first virtual VEGA Night. That was something new for all of us, and an eye-opener to new adjustments and changes made in the organization. By this time, I already knew I was going to be the next president, after some serious discussion with the e-board. I was super worried and anxious for the new school year because how do you run an active organization with a bunch of active members during a global pandemic? Well, somehow my 2020-2021 executive board made it work. Things changed last minute, several postponements were made, and lots of frustrating mishaps happened. But that's expected when you're trying out something new for the first time. It took a while for me to understand that though. I'm not one to like change. I like things to be done in an orderly and strict fashion, but COVID-19 didn't allow that for us. It made room for much growth and different paths for VSA-LSU. And this is the cheesy part where I say a little message to each person who made this year possible. So, to the spring 2021 interns, Peter, Madeline, Choke, and Vina, I appreciate the four of you for applying to be an intern and wanting to know more about how VSA-LSU runs in the background. The help that you guys provided for us this year was truly grateful. Like, I cannot tell you guys how grateful I am for you guys for the help that you guys provided for us. I'm sorry we couldn't do more for you all during the semester, but I hope you enjoyed the times you spent with us. To my senior advisors, Sabrina and Patrick, without your advices and help this year, I think I would have ripped all my hair out by now. You guys know how frustrating it was for me this year, and I truly am thankful for the two of you for providing eBoard with countless feedback and encouragement through this difficult year. I'm happy to have two friends who care about me and the future of VSA. Thank you for being the senior advisors I wanted you guys to be. It means so much to me that you guys dedicated time to be there for us when we really needed it. I love you both. Good luck to the both of you as you finish your time at LSU. And now to the messages I have for the people I worked with this year. Starting off with the baby of my executive board, Mia. I didn't know Mia at first. I just recognized her name from the attendance forms that we made for the first journal meeting, and I recognized her face at back to school picnic. She looked like she can easily grow close to people, so I thought to myself, "Aw, she's gonna be a really great freshman member." And then she applied to be a freshman representative, leading her to where she is now. When I say Mia grew, I mean she grew. She learned the ropes rather quickly and did everything I asked her to do. She was a huge help to On for that, and for that I'm like super thankful for you, Mia. I'm so happy and grateful to have had you as my freshman representative this year. Our first time hanging out was at our little lunch date at Umami, and it automatically became my favorite memory because you're the first person to ever give me flowers, and it made me feel super special. Watching you grow into VSA made me feel extremely proud, and I'm excited to see what the future has for you, Mia. I love you. Next, to my webmaster, Emily. My first time meeting Emily makes me laugh like a lot to myself. Like, there are random times throughout the day where I'll think about my first time meeting Emily and it's just like a little laugh in my head. So I was at PFT with her older sister Allison, who was the 2018-2019 VSA-LSU president. Emily was walking to us and she saw us and she asked, "Oh, you're on e-board, right? The treasurer, that means you know Michael Hom." So like, since you know him, like I just want to say like he's a little weird, but like he's also super funny. By the way, it's nice to meet you. I'm Emily. And from there, I literally can never forget Emily. Emily to me comes off as someone who's very to herself and doesn't want to speak up. But if anything, Emily is extremely passionate for what she wants, and I can say that it's truly admirable. Emily always helps me see things in perspectives that I can't get myself to see on my own. Emily, I cannot thank you enough for those times in the beginning of our term. You really helped me become an even more understanding person. I love the new website layout that you designed for us, and I appreciate you for working so diligently. I hope you never stop being passionate over things that you believe in. I love you, Em. Next, to my historian, Kenneth. Honestly, I don't really recall the first time I met Kenneth, but it was probably in the lounge in the Union. My first impression of Kenneth was that he's someone who cares for his work and will do whatever he can in his power to make whatever happen. It took me by surprise seeing him run for e-board, but it was something that I was looking forward to. And then that was whenever Kenneth and I friendship started. Kenny, you're the friend I immediately think of when I want to do something totally crazy and spontaneous. You're always down to try something new and know exactly how to liven up the atmosphere. But besides our fun moments, I also appreciate our serious moments, where we talk about our personal lives, etc. It's something that I feel every friendship needs. I always know that whenever you're around, it will always be a good time. I appreciate all that you've done for me and VSA, and I can't wait for those sunrise trips to the beach. A little spontaneous action. So yeah, I love you, Kenny. To my graphic designer, Kai. She was the last addition to our e-board before Mia joined, since we were in search for a graphic designer at the time. I was really happy to see her name on the application, and she definitely went above and beyond with the graphics this year, exceeding my expectations. Kai has such a bubbly personality that is so refreshing to have on e-board, especially during meeting times. Her face just lines up the rooms, and I love her antics when she talks to people. Kai, you make everything on e-board so lighthearted and less stressful. You really did bring me a lot of joy when it came to your side comments during our meetings. I felt like I was running you dry when graphics had to be made for events and meetings, but you did your job more than well, and I'm happy you asked for help when you needed it. I appreciate the long hours you spent making sure our social media platforms look as good as they are. Your hard work did not go unnoticed, trust me. I know you doubted yourself at times, but you definitely exceeded my expectations as well as everyone else's, and I'm so happy you decided to apply for eBoard. I love you, Kai. To my sports coordinator, Trish. My first time seeing Trish was at an intramural flag football game our freshman year. She killed it on the field, which made me feel extremely intimidated by her, but then that changed my mind when we became closer through other friends. Trish is super goofy and has the best comebacks that can easily shut people up. Even though her looks could kill, Trish is extremely caring towards the people in her life. Trish, my racetrack, ice-loving bestie, thank you for everything you did to make intramural successful this year. It was great to see members participating despite some of our favorite sports being unavailable. Even though you're always sleeping through meetings or running late to events, you're still appreciated by all of us. I will never forget the time I brought a whole bucket of water to you at your new house so that you could clean. Your reaction was 10 out of 10 the best. And the time I got you to like salmon sashimi, that's the highlight of my life. Thank you for everything you've done as not just my sports coordinator, but as one of my best friends as well. I love you, Trish. To my PR on. I met Anna at one of the food nights that VSA-LSU hosted our freshman year. I just remember her being super sociable and easygoing. Her personality definitely does not go unnoticed in a crowd of people. Anna has some of the weirdest ideas and yet some of the best ideas as well. Her creative mind really helped us out this year. My favorite memory of Anna was when she asked if she should shave down her 2 front teeth, which I'm glad she didn't end up doing. I really can't thank you enough for all of your help this year. The countless times I've texted you and Mia to make sure to post graphics probably annoyed you because I was definitely annoyed, for sure. Regardless of all the work that you had to do, you still found ways to do your job on eBoard. You always reached out to me if I needed any help, and it definitely reassured me through those tough times. I'll always cherish the times we had girls' night and ate good food. Your presence is always needed. Good luck with your senior year. I love you always, on. To my treasurer, Laura. I've been knowing her for so many years. My first memory with her was when both of our moms after church were talking and both of them said, "Oh, my daughter looks like yours. My daughter looks like yours." And I remember meeting her for the first time and thinking, I don't look like her. Fast forward to when I found out that she was going to LSU. I got so excited because growing up, we really only saw each other at church or community events and never really got to hang out as we got older. And it was really nice to have someone from the hometown be with me at LSU. Laura is someone who I can count on to do the craziest stuff with as well. She's the friend who wants to wake up at 6 a.m. to go catch the sunrise, and the friend who will want to eat KBBQ in the middle of the week. Despite what she's been through, she still did her work as treasurer diligently, so I can't really complain about her, sadly. Tang, you're seriously so weird. I cannot count how many times I've said that about you, but you definitely wouldn't be you if you didn't have any weirdness to embody. The amount of times you spent the night at my place had people thinking that you were actually a roommate makes me laugh so much. I'm thankful to have had you on eBoard with me. It was comforting to have a longtime friend take over my position as treasurer. We spent a lot of time together going on night drives and spilling our hearts out over all sorts of topics. I will never forget those moments with you. Thank you for bringing me out of my comfort zone by being my singing partner. But never again will I do this. I'm never singing again. Overall, you're one of the greatest friends that I have, and I will cherish this friendship forever. I love you, Tang Tang. To my secretary, Winston. I always knew Winston because of his older brother, who was friends with my cousin back then, but my first time seeing Winston was also at an intramural flag football game. He too was intimidating, but something about his personality made it easy for me to talk to him. I don't really recall when our friendship started, but my favorite memory with him was when he came over with a few of our friends to surprise me for my 20th birthday, which was also his birthday too. Hi, birthday twin! You really know how to put me on my toes when you throw circles at me. Like, I'll get a random text from Winston like throughout the day, and it's like a TikTok of like circles or something, or like a picture of like circles everywhere, which aggravates me. But even though you love to poke fun at me, I know you have the best intentions. You add a bit of spice to your e-board, which I love. You thought of the greatest ideas and realistic outcomes that also help me see things in a different light. Thank you for all the fun memories and drinking nights. I love you, Winston. To my EVP, Nhi. I first met Nhi officially at CD12. I didn't think our time there would lead into the friendship that we have today. Nhi is either always working or studying, hardly giving herself time on her own. She's someone who is truly a hard worker, which definitely showed countless times during our time prepping for Date Auction 25. We all appreciate the hours that you put in to make it successful on VSA-LSU's end. Nhi, you're always hyping me up and encouraging me, making me feel so good about myself each time, which in turn always gets me to hype you up even more. I'm so happy we got to spend time with each other in Dallas. It was a great way to bond with you even more. It was a pretty hard and difficult time throughout Date Auction prep, but we all made it work in the end thanks to your determination. Seeing you push through was admirable, and we're also grateful for everything you've done as our EVP. I love you, Nhi, and good luck to you on your senior year. To my IVP, Caitlin. I've been with Caitlin since our first year together on eBoard. Caitlin has shown exceptional work throughout her time in VSA. She not only has a realistic mindset, she also sees what can be invested to make VSA-LSU the best it can possibly be. Caitlin is my right-hand woman when it comes to making decisions. She's the person who makes me think level-headedly. I always catch myself trusting Caitlin for everything. There's no doubt when it comes to her. Despite how serious Caitlin can be, she's a goofy girl with a contagious laugh. Her plant-loving self brings out her nurturing side. Kate, I seriously want to tell you a million thank yous for everything that you did during your 2 years on eBoard. I would have gone crazy without you by my side. You grew so much from your freshman self, and it's something that I definitely expected when I first met you. You go above and beyond for everything that you do. I know it was difficult finding volunteer events for us this year, but that's something that we didn't really have full control over. You still made time for VSA. You still made time to help VSA become better, and I appreciate you for it. I'm excited to see you thrive furthermore in school, and I love you forever, Caitlin. And just like an overall, I want to say thank you to my 2020-2021 executive board for a year that I'll never forget. It was really stressful and a really crazy ride, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. Good luck to you all in the future. I love you guys a ton, and thank you for an unforgettable COVID year. And now I'll hand this over to our senior advisors, Sabrina Nguyen and Patrick Howe, to reveal the VSA-LSU 2021-2022 Executive Board. Bye!
Hey guys, my name is Patrick Howe.
And my name is Sabrina Nguyen, and we are VSA-LSU's senior advisors.
First and foremost, we'd like to congratulate the VSA-LSU Executive Board on a successful year.
Despite having the pandemic, they all did a great job in hosting fun and amazing events this year.
After watching you all throughout the year, each of you have grown significantly, achieving your own as well as your team's goals.
To the current board, we're truly thankful to have been a part of this experience with you all.
And so now we get the honor of announcing the 2021-2022
VSA-LSU
Executive Board. All right, let's get started.
Webmaster, Hannah Cow.
Historian,
Peter Nguyen. Graphic designer, Kai Sang-Chim.
Sports Coordinator,
Kyle Chung. Public Relations Officer, Chelsea Lay.
Treasurer,
Vivian Luong. Secretary, Caillou Suthachark.
External Vice President,
Madonna Trin. Internal Vice President, Mia Howe.
And finally, President,
Victoria Dwan. Congratulations to the 2021-2022 VSA-LSU Executive Board.
We're looking forward to seeing what's to come with this new board.
And now we'll hand it over to the 2021-2022 President.
Hi everyone, it's me again, your 2021-2022 President Victoria Dwan. I would like to first thank our senior advisors this year, Patrick Howe and Sabrina Nguyen, for revealing the new VSA-LSU 2021-2022 Executive Board. Next, I want to extend an appreciation towards our sponsors this year. Without your ongoing support, we would not have made this year as successful as it has been. Thank you for your generosity. Furthermore, I would like to thank the viewers for sticking around this long. We appreciate the continued support and encouragement you guys have given us this school year. We can't wait to see you all again in the fall. To the VSA-LSU 2021 graduating seniors, congratulations to you all on all of your accomplishments and achievements made throughout your years at LSU. The best of luck to you in your future endeavors. We will all dearly miss you. Lastly, to my 2021-2022 Executive Board. Hannah, Peter, Kai, Kyle, Chelsea, Anvi, Caillou, Madonna, and Mia. I want to congratulate you as well for stepping up and applying for eBoard. It's a new field for some of you, and it might be intimidating and difficult to grow accustomed to in the beginning, especially with things expected to be fully in person next year. But knowing that I'll have you 9 by my side, I can confidently say that we can lead VSA-LSU further into the right direction. I can't wait to work with you all for the 2021-2022 school year. Lastly, have a wonderful summer, everyone. Get vaccinated if you haven't already. And on behalf of the 2021-2022 Executive Board, see you guys in the fall. Bye! And thank you again for joining us for VEGA Night 2021.